Welcome, Flow Getter. It's time to move with purpose and flow with ease.
Hey Flow Getters, Dr. Danielle here. This is part 2 of the Reset Your Pelvis series. In the first video, I discussed how you incorporate breath and some muscle activation to help promote getting our hips back in alignment. Now we need to stabilize. So I'm going to take you through 2 corrective exercises to help now keep those hips where they should be. So again, we're going to be using our strap and our block, and then we're going to come down laying onto the mat. Let's do the strap first. So go ahead and grab your strap. Now if you missed the last tutorial, in order to make sure the strap is looped in a width that is appropriate for your hips, you can stand in a tall kneel position with knees directly under your hips and then fit it to your body that way, okay? So we're gonna take the strap, put it above our knees on our lower part of our femur, and then you can either kind of do laying on your side and then roll onto your back. Incorporating breath with movement, we're going to, in order to feel, to make sure that we're using our breathing mechanics properly, bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Let's take a few deep breaths together. So you're gonna inhale, try and rise from the belly, and then the chest. Exhale, let it go, drawing belly to spine and lifting the pelvic floor. Inhale, expanding from your belly and then your chest. Exhale, let it go, draw belly to spine, lift the pelvic floor. Now we're going to incorporate the movement. So what we're looking for is creating tension in the strap by pushing our legs out. But now we're going to incorporate a hip lift or a bridge with our breath and movement. So as you inhale, rise from the belly, and then the chest. Exhale, push legs out into the strap, belly to spine, lift the pelvic floor, and then push through your heels to lift your hips up to the ceiling. Inhale, lower down. And when you lower, think about articulating your spine so it's one vertebrae lowering at a time. And the last thing that should make contact is hopefully your pelvis or your hips. Okay? So inhale, rise from the belly and then the chest. Exhale, draw belly to spine. Lift the pelvic floor and then push through your heels, lifting the hips off the floor, creating tension into the strap with your legs. Inhale, lower down, one vertebrae at a time, bringing awareness to that lower back region. Last thing to touch is your hips. Awesome. So I want you to perform that sequence again, training the breath and then adding the movement, again 6 times each for a total of 12 reps with the strap. Then moving on to the next exercise, going back to our block, performing again the same sequence, so training the breath and then adding the movement. So for tutorial purposes, I'm going to go right into the movement sequence for you guys. So laying on our side, rolling onto the back again. Placing your block directly between your thighs. or your book, whatever you have. And then resting your hand, one hand to belly, one hand to chest. So you can feel the movement as you're breathing. So this time, you're gonna inhale, belly, and then the chest. Exhale, draw your belly to spine, lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the block between your thighs as you lift your hips, pushing through your heels. On this motion, I want you to only go as high as it's comfortable while you have that tension. And then inhale, lower back down. And then take a pause. Again, inhale, rise in the belly and in the chest. Exhale, belly to spine, lift the pelvic floor, push into the heels to lift your hips up to the ceiling while squeezing that block. And then slowly lowering back down, incorporating the breath, and then take just a little pause. Again, we're performing this sequence, incorporating the breath to the movement, starting with the breath for a count of 6, and then including the hip lift for a count of 6 reps for a total of 12. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I hope you enjoy this quick tutorial, and there will be additional pelvic stability exercises to come in a series in the next video. So thank you for joining me, and